It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. All right, this Warriors super team, hard to believe they got even scarier on paper than the roster that won 73 games. How do you guard them?
I don't know if you can, Ernie. You just
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Warriors are one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Steve Kerr talks about his offensive philosophy often. He said, I believe unequivocally as a coach, and I believed it as a player, that the ball has to move. When the ball stops, the game stops. And I don't think you can win at the highest level by playing too much one-on-one. Kevin?
Thanks for that, DA. And the Warriors move the ball so quickly. Their team chemistry is off the charts. And both teams are pretty loaded in the front court. Chris, that was your neck of the woods, wasn't it? What's it like in there for the big fellas?
Oh, man, they're going to need a lot of ointment after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat. No tears. Don't cry to the ref. Just get ready to wrestle. Let's just manhandle each other. Let's have some fun inside.
I bet you were sore after many games, weren't you, with all the contact inside that lane?
Oh, man, can you imagine taking an elbow from a Mutombo or Shaq right in your sternum? Yeah, you come home and you look at your body sometime, you're like, what is this on me? So it's really physical in there, a lot of stuff that the fans kind of don't see, but you got to love it. You got to be ready for it every night.
Now, Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the small forward spot.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. Saric passes to Fultz. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Curry kicks to Durant. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Redick against Green. Clock at 6. Outside Durant, over Simmons. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You don't put up the numbers like Durant does without hitting a few shots in the defender's face. Incredible poise from him.
Fultz dishes to Saric. Passes it to Fultz. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Thompson passes to Curry. Back to Thompson. The shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Simmons. Foul on the play. Basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact. And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
One shot.
That's good from Simmons. Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Now here's Green. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Cans it from downtown. 76ers trailing. Volch kicks to Simmons. Redick with a screen on Thompson. Simmons against Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that.
Green kicks to Pachulia. Simmons against Durant. The feed to Green. Shot clock at 6. The fader. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Kerr. Saric with the screen for Simmons. Here's the teardrop, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. Golden State also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Chris, there have been some great sixth men on the teams that you played with, but right now, who do you feel are some of the best of the bunch coming off the bench and in the NBA right now?
Well, two of my rookies, two guys I got to play with, Andre Iguodala, I think he's always going to be kind of that perennial top for sixth man of the year. He and another guy that was a rookie with him, and that's Lou Williams. He can just get buckets at any time that he needs to. And you look at a guy like a Patty Mills coming off the bench for the Spurs, and you don't have to necessarily do with volume or with quantity, but it's also your quality of minutes. And I think that Patty Mills is someone that can definitely light it up in the flash. And these three guys, anytime you have them coming off the bench for you, you're going to have some firepower.
That free throw, no good.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Johnson, he's checked in for Embiid. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Simmons. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Now, here's Covington. Here's Luwawu. Now, McConnell from the high post. Hits the front of the rim and out. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Here's McConnell after David West's bucket. Luwawu, the pass to Johnson. Johnson the screen. And here's McConnell. Back to Covington. From 13. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And really a good defensive effort there to protect the rim, but the positioning just too good. Got to deny him the ball before he gets to that spot.
Now here's Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Again, the miss by Green. McConnell with it. Pass to Holmes. And here's Covington from the arc. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. Here's Covington. The shot, no good. Good defense by Iguodala. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. From deep, Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Oh, he keeps getting more consistent on the catch and shoot. That one, very much in rhythm.
Holmes with it. West on him. Holmes can't get it to go in.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got 5 points so far.
Inside, outside, in transition. Draymond's an extremely versatile scorer.
Now, here's McConnell. Johnson the screen. McConnell kicks to Covington. And he's good on the 3-ball. 5 points in the game. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for JJ and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
And Golden State, looking at who they've got. They've got West. McCaw is out there with Livingston. And there's Iguodala. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Covington. 5 points in the game. A floater, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And T.J. McConnell, undrafted out of Arizona, but he caught on with the Sixers, and I tell you what, made an immediate impact. Standing at about 6'2" and just over 200 pounds, he brings that physicality at the defensive end of the floor.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, you were a defensive-minded guard. Do you see any similarities to what McConnell brings to the table?
I love his toughness. He's got quick feet, a strong lower base, and, he gets into you, and he racks up his fair share of steals because of it.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. Charge comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Anderson in for Robert Covington. Now, here's Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Stauskas. Screen by Sharch. 6 on the shot clock. McConnell, the offensive rebound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Thompson. The 76ers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls from Sharch. And Chris, the team you spent the most time with in your career, the Sacramento Kings, what was it like playing in a smaller market? And do you think that's changed for star players today?
You know, I love playing for the city of Sacramento and the fans. Because we were a small market, I think we had some of the most passionate fans that I've ever seen in the NBA. But it was also tough, especially playing on the West Coast. You're the second or the late game on the East Coast. Many people don't see you. You don't have necessarily the support of everyone else because you're not in the largest city. So it definitely could be tough. But when you're playing a team like the Lakers or you're playing other Goliaths, you love it and you embrace that small David type aspect. And so I do think it's changed because of social media. I do think it's changed because of the internet and specifically the apps that you can now go into the locker room before and after the game. You can get a guy's thoughts right after he made a big shot or missed a big shot. And so I think if you would have had those tools, maybe it'll be different. But I think now definitely it really doesn't matter what market you play in. I mean, we were a small market at that time, but look, since it's been the OKCs and other teams that kind of have made everybody excited about basketball. So I don't think market plays that big of a part as far as your exposure and how much fans get to see you anymore.
Good overview. Now here's Durant. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know what? The area code just doesn't matter with this guy. Steph just dropping bombs.
Fultz dishes to Sharch. Fultz with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. That's tipped. Outside Curry. Young in the corner. Picked by Pachulia. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Fultz. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Here's Embiid. Here's Fultz. Softly drops in the floater.
And I just love when Fultz goes with that floater, showing a desire to add to his arsenal offensively. And really, few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years. And a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity, treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks, and the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they've found their treasure trove.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. That's good from Durant.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Korkmaz, no good. Warriors leading by 8. Durant kicks to Curry. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is with a purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
The 76ers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Joel Embiid, and Robert Covington subbed in for J.J. Redick. Golden State also making some changes.
One shot.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. Patrick McCaw comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. That's good from Simmons. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Here's Fultz. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Covington with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Simmons against Green. On the clock. Here's Korkmaz. They get it back, and Johnson with the stop.
No, that's all because of the persistence from Johnson, battling for the second chance bucket.
Warriors leading by 5. Livingston passes to McCaw. Durant kicks to Livingston. Green, the screen. High, arcing shot. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Livingston's got his first points of the game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
The pass to Korkmaz. Covington against Iguodala. In a wide open look for Simmons. Bangs home the trifecta. Simmons got 12.
And Simmons continues to develop the outside shot. When he's connecting from deep, the D is in trouble.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back,
Show.
folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the 3. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the 3. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
As we return to Philadelphia, we give you a scenic view of the downtown skyline of this terrific city. A stunning sight. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Warriors leading by 4. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Fultz and Luwawu team together to make the backcourt. Embiid is out there with Sharp, and it's Simmons in at the 3.